guys, it's me, Michaela, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about me for a little bit before I actually start posting the fun content because I do have a vlog that's coming for you guys that I'm currently editing and trying to get the videos off of my camera. But I just wanted to come on here and speak to you guys. Now, as y'all know, if you've read like my bio, my description, my bio, I'm currently in college. I attend Carolina University. I do have a vocal impairment, a vocal cord impairment, which is why I speak like this. Which is why I sound like this. So I cannot speak as loudly as you probably could that's watching this video currently. But I just want to come on here and tell you guys a little bit about my story and what I have endured. So first I'm gonna tell you guys about like the whole story of the vocal cord impairment. So I want to say, I think my mom was like 26 weeks when she had me. So that's like, is that like, I don't know, is that like 4 months? I don't know. Wait, no. I don't know how to do math later, but I know she was about like 4 months, or she could have been 5 months when she had me. I can't exactly remember right now, but her anemotic sac was leaking, and so that caused me to be born early. And at birth, I weighed 1 pound and 1 ounce, and due to my premature birth, I had to be put on the ventilator to help me breathe. And by the way, the doctor that birthed me was not my like actual was not the actual doctor that was supposed to birth me. It was actually supposed to be another person, but he was on holiday. So I guess at some point they like stuck like a tube down my throat, and it like punctured a hole. It like punctured a hole on the left side of my throat into one of my vocal cords. So that is why I speak like this. That's why it sounds as if I'm whispering, but I'm actually not. It's actually how I talk. In elementary school, I had this teacher that her name was Miss Dunn in 3rd grade. I had this teacher, and she really vouched for me. Like, she went down to the Board of Education for my school county, and she basically like advocated for me, and she got me like the help that I needed. And like the kids that were in my class at the time, they were always curious. Like, not kids are very curious, and but also they're really helpful. They're really helpful with me. Like, they love to help me. Well, I had this like microphone. They love to help me set it up like in the morning when I would come in, so that I could get ready just in case like the teacher called on me, or like I had a or if I wanted to answer a question. Now fast forward to middle school. I didn't really have any problems in middle school. In middle school, I don't think I had like any problems. But my transition into high school was a bit rough. So I didn't go to the school that I was like, what's the word? I wasn't like in that particular. I didn't live in that particular area. So I was a magnet student, So basically, I'm around some kids I know from my elementary school because some of them went to my elementary school. And then I'm around other kids that I also don't know that are from other schools. So one day I was in a class and the teacher, she basically told me that I shouldn't be taking her class if my voice was like this. And the whole class, they like laughed at what she said. And my mom, as soon as I got to school, I called my mom and like I told her what happened. And she called them as soon as possible. And my principal, I think she has a son that kind of has a similar situation to me, so it's like she understands, and like and like the principal, she talked to me, and she also gave me a little gift, and she was just saying how sorry she is that happened to me, and she eventually came in when I had that class period for the day. She basically came in and talked to the class and basically told them that like you don't treat someone different because you don't treat someone a certain way just because they don't they don't talk like you, or you don't always have to laugh at. But yeah, y'all got a little off track. But like yeah, you don't always have to respond to little commentary stuff that people make. And ever since then, like when I would perform or whatever, the class they were always like really very supportive. And some students, they would even tell me like how proud of how proud they were of me, because they also knew that I was shy. Um, so fast forward from that situation, I eventually got a job. Well, no, first, the first job that I tried to get, I think it was at Publix, and I went to an interview with my cousin and my aunt, and basically so I went in there, and the lady that was interviewing me, she so we are going through the interview process, and so at the end she asked me some questions, and so she was like, "Is that how you talk? Like, is that normal or whatever? Like, are you playing or?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is really how I talk," and I don't really think like she took that. I think it was in one ear and not the other. Um, so when I went to the car, and my aunt, she couldn't go in there with me, so I was telling her what happened, and she was like, "Do you need me to go in there? Do you need me to go in there?" I was just like, "No, no, no." I told her like what was going on. So eventually, um, I would well, when I was younger, ever since I was like 6 years old, I would attend this summer camp called the Douglas Theater Stageworks summer camp, and they would have um a summer camp. It'll be going on for like 6 weeks, and we have like 6 weeks to put on a to put on a production. And I'm sorry, y'all, I was looking at something on my own, but basically 6 weeks to put on a production, and I've been going there since I was 6, like I said. And so, and every year at that summer camp, it was just really, really great. And also, my grandmother, she was the executive director at the Douglas Theater, and so I started out as a camper, like I said, and then as I got older, I want to say I was like 16. There was a new executive director, which he still is the executive director. He's She's amazing, by the way. Dr. Land. Dr. Land. So there, I've also faced some challenges at work with the people, and I would tell the executive director, and he would get a handle, and with me being with me being a child, and like you don't want to you don't want an adult to make it you don't want you don't want an adult to make it seem like you're disrespecting them when you're not, because sometimes when you like say something back to an adult, they'll take it as, oh, you're being smart, oh, you're being grown. When it's like, no. When it's like, no, you're being rude. No, you're being rude, and I'm just responding how you came at me. And so the experience there was really good. Oh yeah, and also while me being there for work, I was also I also helped out with the camp, and hopefully I'll be able to return the summer. Hopefully I'll be able to return next year in the summer. Hopefully I will, because I really miss those. I really miss those kids. Like, I've been knowing them since they were like in the first to second grade, and now they're in like the fifth grade, and some of them are in middle school, and so it's really just amazing to see them grow. Now I've had another job also with that, and nothing but in case that job was really great. I never really like dealt with like someone trying to mock me or anything at that job, because I worked like in the back, and so that I wouldn't have those problems. My the owner, she just told me that she would want me to be like a froster, because she wouldn't want me to like deal with people's nasty comments. Now that I'm in college, I can tell you my experiences that I've dealt with so far with that. So my first experience, so I moved in, and so I still needed more things from my dorm that I was missing. So I went back home after I like moved most of my stuff in, and got my dorm set up for the most part. So that Wednesday I went back home, and Thursday my mom, Thursday night she convinced me to stay another night. So I stayed, and then I came back Friday, and she took me and my roommate, which is Callie. Y'all will definitely meet her soon. She took us grocery shopping for some snacks. So we arrived back. So we have these things called, where ours are called like paw cards, but the the proper term is student IDs. Okay, y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear me, cause the air conditioner just turned back on. Okay, so yeah, we have student IDs that we have to show at a certain time to get like behind the gate to go to our dorm, and so I was trying to get my paw card out, and also my mother, she took us both to get some food before we went back, and so the officer, he was nice, he was holding my stuff or whatever. So then it was something that he asked me. I can't remember exactly what he asked me, and I responded, and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna have a hard time in speech class," and I'm just like, "Speech class, speech class," and he's like, "Yeah, speech class," and I'm just like, well, in my head, I was just like, I've took speech class before, so that my parents and like my family members, they it gets a little hectic because there's like a there's like a wait with food because everybody's there. Everybody loves fried chicken Wednesday. So oh, excuse me. So this was my first time going back since moving in since in it. So because I don't know, I couldn't get with the fried chicken the first time around, but that time I got with it like it tasted better. But so I was in the line getting my food. We had to wait like 30 minutes for some more food to be brought up because, like I said, there's a lot of people in the dining hall for fried chicken Wednesday. So I get up there and I tell the lady like I want a leg and a thigh, and I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. Mind you, it's like, oh, thank you, thank God it turned out finally. But I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. I tell the lady I want a leg and the thigh, and she's just what are you saying? I can't hear what you're saying. What are you saying? Just point to what you want. And so I eventually point to what I want. So I go down to the lady who's giving out the sides. And so I guess she was like watching like my interaction with the other lady. And so she basically tried to make fun of me and make fun of me and make fun of me like while I was like pointing at what I wanted because I was trying to point to what I wanted, so that there wouldn't be like much chaos and all that. So she was like, so I pointed to the mac and cheese, and she was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "What?" And so I was just like, just give me my plate, like I'm gone. But those are like the but but those are like the some of the things that I've like gone through in my life. I probably have another story that I would tell in another video about another interaction that I've had, and I was really disappointed about the interaction because it was with the it was with the it was at a black owned business, and the customer service was just bad. But even being here, like most of the people that you see are black, and just to still deal with that, and just to see like people of your color being ignorant is really like hurtful, and and I feel like people should have more open mind, like, okay, maybe this is like how she talks, whatever, because my RAs that are like in my they're like in my building, I've like never like they never like make fun of me. Like I go up to them and I ask questions all the time, and they never, I guess they just figure that I speak like this, but they never like try to make fun or like make a joke out of the situation. They always just hear me out, listen to me. They never, yeah, like I said, they never ask me like what's wrong with my voice. So I guess they just figured that I talk like this. But those are just some of the challenges that I want to come on here and talk to you about and give you a little bit of my life story, and also some of the challenges that I faced. Although I have faced these challenges, I will not let this get in the way of what God has, planned for me and for my journey in the future. So, to all you people with disabilities that aren't like really known or like rare, just keep going, keep pushing, step out of your comfort zone a little bit, which I'm still trying to step out of mine a little bit because, like I said, I'm like very, very shy. But yeah, is all I have for you guys today. I just want to come on here and chit chat. Well, chit chat. Well, yeah, chit chat and tell you guys give you guys a little backstory. But yeah, I will see you guys in the vlog. Wait, see y'all in the vlog. I will see. Well, no, not see y'all, but I have a vlog gonna be uploaded soon. I just wanted to give like a little backstory first before I go straight into content posting, so that like as my channel evolves and grow, you guys can also start with this video to get a little bit of a backstory on who I am, why I speak like this, and a little bit of the challenges that I have faced so far in my 19 years of living. So yeah, you guys, bye bye. I will see you. I keep on saying I will see you guys. I keep on saying, I don't know why I keep on saying that, but yeah, I have a vlog coming soon for you guys. I just said that, but I'm saying it again. Yeah, I have a vlog coming soon for you guys. I don't know how soon it's gonna come. I'm gonna try to upload it this weekend. I know I did a little post and said that I was gonna upload it another weekend, but I didn't even film on that week. I actually filmed on another week, and so right now the internet at my like dorm is like really bad, so it's like really hard for me to like get the videos off of my camera and put them on my phone. But